Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
It's Friday. We made it, y'all. The Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat. Hotep to the Hotepistanis.
Hotep.
Shout out to all my constituents in the Chizat. Hold on a second. What's happening, y'all? It's Friday. We made it. It's a Grifty Friday. Hotep and Bill, let's make some money and babies.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Shout out to Spotless. Shout out to Spotless, our correspondent reporter down at the protest along with Demick. I'm going to see Demick on the show a lot more. Probably going to have him join the show once a week. I'm going to keep it a surprise what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be fun, enlightening, and motivational. Lizette said, loved you on Gutfeld last night. Looking so sharp, Mr. Sharp. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Haram Life in the chat. Shout out to the Haram Life podcast. Make sure you go listen to our sister station. Rudy the Vet Russo is in his house. What up, Justine? Eticut. What up, y'all? Hey, man, let me give you a quick life update. Well, first of all, let's start here. You guys did not get a chance to watch Gutfeld. I was late last night because I had to do the Gutfeld show. Had a great time with the team. We talked about the protesters and Biden and that crazy lady on Piers Morgan. Had a good time. Really fun time with the squad over there. Shout out to Gutfeld, holding me down, keeping me relevant. Nigga said I fell off. Nah, you just fell off.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Shout out to Gutfeld. Appreciate y'all. I'll be on Fox again next week with another show. I like to keep this stuff silent until the time comes because you have saboteurs lurking, waiting to hate. So. My daughter came down with an ear infection last night. Got zero sleep last night. Poor baby. Poor baby. She was going through it. So we took her to the doctor today and got her all nursed up. Some medication and shit. So if I'm a little bit sluggish today, it's just because I haven't had any sleep. And I actually can't wait to end the show today so I can go lay down, rest my back, and spend some time with the family. Also, I've been getting really good at chess, y'all. Like I'm like a whole nother level now. I don't know what happened, but over the past few months, something clicked. I couldn't tell you for sure. I don't know if it's from watching the games, studying the games, because I haven't been playing a whole lot. I do, here's a lesson. Here's a gem. As I try to formulate this with my sleep-deprived mind. You don't play chess, you study it. I said that to somebody. One time somebody said, hey, you play chess? And I was like, not really. Kind of just study it. And he looked at me perplexed. Like, what? That makes no sense. Like, how do you study chess but don't play? And it's because you have the option of playing, but you can still study. So you can read chess books. You could do tactics. I have the classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm sure Coach had a ton to do with that. I mean, when I first started, I think it was about 3 years ago when I first started taking chess seriously as far as studying it. The guys in the class, Diego and Federer, said, bro, you're going to gain 500 points in the next 2 years. 2 years came by and did not gain 500 points. But this third year, I went up 500 points. Like, I'm just like way, way better than I used to be. But I think that's also about life, right? We have people who play sports, whether it's basketball, football, international football, which I hate calling soccer, podcasting, streaming, whatever it is you do in your life, study more than you execute, right? So as I, try to put this stream together, this show together, I studied Gutfeld. For my interviews, I studied Rogan, best in the game. I studied Alex Jones. I studied Kai Cenat. I study the OnlyFans models because the way they promote is very unique and useful in other places. So I study my craft, okay? So you guys gotta, study more than you play. And this comes back to chess. So I study more than I play. And what happened was one of my followers challenged me to a match. And it's a 3-day, you get 3 days per move. And I kept forgetting to move, and I get the reminder, and I moved. And then yesterday we did about 10 moves apiece, and I think I'm winning. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know. I'm at a point where any move I do is a good move, but there could be bad moves. And I'm looking for the best move. And then it just got me in this flow of getting back to playing chess because I hadn't played, So I think I'm going to stream chess. I think I'm ready to get back to streaming chess. Prior to I was streaming chess, and something just wasn't clicking a few months ago. I don't know what it was. And then all of a sudden things just started clicking. So that's a lesson in life, man. Sometimes you're going to embark on something and try to do something in life. And, there's just a moment where it clicks. Like I remember when I was a kid and I was playing soccer, AKA international football. And, I was a really good player. But when I turned 16, something clicked. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it, but something just clicked. And the game became really easy for me. I remember being at camp, and the girls loved me. They were like, oh, he's so sweet and kind, and he's a really good player, and he's cute and all this other stuff. So there's always players versus staff games. So you got a boys versus staff, then you have girls versus staff. And the girls are like, we want Brian, because you're allowed to have one boy play for your team. So they're like, we want Brian, go get Brian. They pulled me from, the practice session I was in and was like, yo, the girl said they want you to be in the staff. The only rule was I wasn't allowed to score. So it's girls staff versus girls, and you get one boy on the girls team. And, we're all like 16 years old, and we won, like completely demolished them. And it was just because I kept setting the girls up for like really easy goals. I would dribble, beat a couple of people, play the ball, and then they would score. But the moral of the story is, sometimes you're doing something, and you don't understand why you're not getting better. You just got to keep at it, and then one day it's just going to click. It's just going to all come together for you. Eticut said it's the Flopex. It could be the Flopex. Actually, it is the Flopex.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Go to menofwater.com. Go get your subscription now. Why is my phone ringing? Who is this? Oh, speaking of Men of Water, it's the Men of Water team. Ooh, I like these. So, shout out to Aunt Bailey. He's got a gym, and the gym offered us basically free space on their wall to put up a huge, large banner. It costs like $200 or whatever. And so now we're trying to put together a banner for that. And we want to just think it through, and we got some really good mocks here. Shout out to Alex. These are some really good. Oh, excuse me. Love it, but not in love. Laughing emoji. All right, cool. Shout out to the Men of Water team. Hey, don't forget, Grift Report is the coupon code to save 30% on your Men of Water subscription. And the link is in the description box below. HJ is why they fucked up female sports. It's my fault. It's all my fault. Don't forget the Grifties is now live. Go watch the Grifties. Go watch the Grifties. It's on the Hotep's Been Told You channel. More bad news. What is there like a full moon today, chat? Is it a full moon today? Because nothing's going right. Oh wait, is it back? Oh, it's back. Okay, good. We're back. Telegram was down and I couldn't get my trades off. Bro. All right, Telegram's back. Coochie is up. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, my God. Hey, we don't miss. Actually, we do miss. I took somebody else's advice the other day and we missed. But I will not be doing that. Anytime I give you guys any more plays, they will be genuinely from me and thoroughly researched. Let's go here. Let's put that up on the screen. Coochie is up. I don't know if you guys have embarked upon your meme coin journey, but Coochie's up. How are we looking? Look at that chart. That's a healthy chart. That's a healthy chart, baby. And some announcements coming soon. This thing is, man, I'm telling you right now. Let me check my Photon Wild. Last time I checked my Photon Wild, I had rent money in here. Let me see. Yeah, we doing good. So, thanks to Coochie, my portfolio is doing amazing. We got 80K on the 24-hour volume. That's healthy. I really love it here. So the luxury brand for G-Gens, Coochie. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to Crypto Blood for the plug. Oh, I'm up on these trades. AOC. We got to bring AOC up. Let's look at the chart for AOC. Hey, in case you didn't know, when you watch this channel, there are money opportunities damn near daily. So make sure y'all pay attention. Make sure you get your bags together. Make sure you get your crypto coins. Make sure you get your Syscoin. Look at this. Look at this. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we got a nice healthy climb, right? And then it seems like it's sort of hovering right here, right? It's sort of hovering right here, which means we could get a big break up. And I think that's what we're hoping for here. I think we're hoping for this type of situation. We're looking to go up from here. We're looking to go up from here. I gotta be honest with you. Give me the arrow. Give me the arrow. We going up, baby. We going up. Shout out to the AOC team. With that being said, let's go pull that up on the screen. The AOC team just dropped another video. Let's go to the tape. Hold on, let me pull this up. This one's hilarious. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, let's go to the tape. Let's go to the tizzy. Hold on, wait. My OCD kicking in. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know I got a vaccine injury. Hold on. All right, here we go.
We did it, gang. We made it to the good old US of A. Let's get you Americanized, Alejandro.
Por favor, el jefe. I miss mi familia.
Listen, Alejandro, you're not thinking straight. You are oppressed, and I kneel in solidarity with you, my marginalized comrade. Wow, boys, those anti-oppression callers got me hot and bothered.
Por favor, my wife. She's sick.
Oh no, Alejandro, here, I'll call and check up on her.
My name is Jesus.
Oh, look, our ride's here. Let's get you boys to my district in New York City. Feast your Mexican eyes on the Big Apple, my hometown. Stop! Oh my God, I'm so triggered right now. Hang on, boys. I got important work to do here.
Merde, el diablo.
Smell that, boys? That's the smell of decolonization. Enjoy the present, Mr. Trump.
Oh my God, what the fuck? I know that's you, Alexandra.
Oh wow, are you saying that all Hispanic people look alike? That is so racist.
That mask isn't fooling anyone, and what are you doing to these poor guys?
Por favor, senor, help us.
Damn it, Alexandra, you are such a racist.
No, you're the racist, being all white and shit.
No, you are.
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 Elon Musk.
Oh, wow. Are these your new Mexicans?
Yep, this one's a Tijuana hairless. Great with kids.
How cute. Have they had all their shots?
Of course, vaxxed and boosted.
Why don't we let them run around a little bit?
First things first, how about a little grooming?
Who wants a little grooming?
Let's get you boys woke and beautiful.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Look.
You guys are rock stars. Now let's get over to the kindergarten class. Almost time for story hour. Oh my God, they're gonna love you. Come back! The kids need you!
Wait! You're going the wrong way!
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Hey, yo, listen. You know the creepy part about this? It's too close to reality. It's really close to reality, especially the part with the, story hour with the kids. And I really think once the migrants realize what the hell is going on in America, they might run back across the border. And I fully believe that the wall was built not to keep them out, but to keep us in, to run from the garbage that's taking place in this country. Truly believe that. Truly believe that. Stay woke, y'all. Stay woke. Real woke, not fake woke. Strong Dad, what up, man? Strong Dad's late. He made it. What up, Strong Dad? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, what do we got on the docket today? Uncle Hotep is still trolling. He hasn't learned his lesson yet. We got some red woke tears. Let's go to the red woke tears. Let's sort of sort through this. Let me get my brain functioning as we pull these different clips up here and the commentary. And I want the chat to tell me, you know, I have a fairly decent memory. I take flow, so I have a decent memory, but something seems off. Something seems inconsistent, to be exact. Something feels very inconsistent. Chat, you can let me know if we're experiencing inconsistencies here. Shout out to the people that help us reach our goal. Our goal is $35. Every little bit helps, goes towards helping me build Hotepistan, which I will build out of pocket, and everyone who visits will be able to do so for free, except for the people that pay, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Chaos in America. Police arrest Noel McAfee, chair of the philosophy department at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, during protests calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. Let's listen to the clip.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do for you right now?
Yes, can you call the philosophy department office and tell them I've been requested?
Philosophy department?
Yes. Call the philosophy department office.
I will. What's your...
Noel McAfee, I'm chair of the philosophy department.
I got you.
President-elect.
I got you. I'm so sorry.
You said ain't nobody got time for these interviews. Bring your ass on. They arresting white women out here? Oh my God. This is... Well, let me say this. She should have took her ass to work. That's what she should have did. Out here virtue signaling. Being a Karen on the wrong side. Should have took her ass to class and did her job. Philosophy. Should philosophy even be a major at school? I feel like philosophy should not be a major. There should not be a philosophy department at school. I don't know why. Philosophy to me is a thing where either you got it or you don't, right? But what exactly are you going to do with a philosophy degree other than, spread your babble on a podcast somewhere, like me?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com. In Hotepistan, we won't need a philosophy department. Everybody will be well versed in philosophy because our morals and ethics are in place, and our culture is full of philosophy. I guess you need a philosophy department when your culture lacks philosophical thought, lacks the Socratic method. Then you might need it. He said, if you erase philosophy, you get rid of anything outside of STEM. Yeah, I think we'd want to have a heavy focus on STEM. Hotepistan is definitely going to be a technology hub, sustainable technology. It's going to be like a mix of homesteading and tech, and trying to do tech without forced child labor, if that's even possible. Is that possible? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We are going to find out. What is this? Oh, okay. Shout out to Etzicut. Yo, Etzicut, why don't you just seriously, let me see. Let me just, before I say this, let me just see something really fast. I feel like you should just turn your channel into a Hotep Jesus fan account. It would probably grow a lot faster and help me out a lot more. You should just change it. You should just say Hotep Jesus fan account, or something to that effect. And then I can like feed exclusives to you through that channel, because I don't think there's a Hotep Jesus fan account. Let me see. Is there a Hotep Jesus fan account? If there is, he sucks. Yeah, there's no, the name Hotep Jesus fan does not exist. You should go snatch that. No? Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Let's go back in the bag. Rejected. Oh yeah, you got on there to tell people about Cove 2 studies? No, there isn't. There is no. All right, so let's go to the next story here. So we covered that. Oh yeah. All right. So we're still in this same vein of protests. So it says here, Dominic Michael Trippi. Who is this? I never heard of this person before. Oh, they follow me, interestingly enough. Commentator, journalist, strategist, executive, creative lead, brother in arms, Owen Schroyer. I guess he's connected to Owen Schroyer. It says your First Amendment right is being destroyed in the name of Israel, and many conservatives have the gall to cheer it on. So you're allowed to burn down cities in BLM riots, but they act like this if you criticize Israel. Now, I have to put on my thinking cap because, unfortunately, I'm an objective thinker, which means I actually have to use my brain, right? Like I can't just pick a side because that's the thing to do. And then I have to look at all sides. So I'm trying to understand, first of all, here, what they're upset at, right? So your First Amendment right is being destroyed in the name of Israel. I don't know if we can say that's true for certain, because these protests are happening on college campus. It muddies the waters a bit to make a decision on this stuff. This isn't. It's very much like the BLM riots, but it's not equivalent. And many conservatives have the gall to cheer it on. So you're allowed to burn down cities in BLM riots, but they act like this if you criticize Israel. Damn, they beating white women up out here. What the fuck? All right, so BLM. I'm trying to go on my memory, and I don't remember large protests on college campus, although I'm sure they happened. I know they happened. To me, BLM was more like, well, George Floyd, that was out there in Minnesota, I think. And then the other ones were more like in city areas. They weren't really protesting at colleges. Like colleges did have their little thing, but it wasn't. I don't remember colleges exploding like they did this year. I feel like BLM was a previous version, and this new version of organization has learned from the BLM. So the way this was executed and these protests exploded in like pretty much across the nation, right? At these colleges. So they're getting better at organizing and launching these campaigns. It's quite fascinating in many ways. They only had when certain people were speaking. Yeah. It wasn't like this. The college thing, it wasn't like this. Now, let's think about this. So, I think the main issue is a lot of black people don't understand the Palestinian conflict, the Middle East conflict, and they feel like they don't have a dog in the fight. So they've had mostly a hands-off approach. Like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do with me, you know? Which is kind of like my stance. Yeah. So you don't have that presence, right? So for example, normally you'd get looting along with the protest. You get protests and you get looting. Those two things sort of went together, right? But here we don't have any looting, right? It's because the absence of the message reaching the looters and communicating to them like, hey, this is an opportunity to loot. There's a disconnect somewhere there, because the looters, what they do is they use the protests as a guise to do their looting. They don't really care too much about the problem. They're just like, here's a good opportunity to loot. It's just, they're opportunists. Yeah. So we don't have a heavy black presence. So because, and there's no martyr yet either, right? We haven't seen a martyr yet. The BLM protests were based around, quote unquote martyrs. They've martyred George Floyd and others. So that element is missing. I should have pulled out the slides and started diagramming all of this to help organize my thoughts. So this is different from the BLM riots, right? Because the BLM riots weren't BLM riots. It was BLM, quote unquote. Actually, there was three parts. There's three parts of this, right? So black man dies at the hands of police, media blows it up, and you get the initial reaction from the community. And that's usually like quiet, peaceful protesting. And right after that, you get the looters like, okay, here's our opportunity to be, we're mad, we're upset, so let's go loot, right? And then you get the virtue signaling white liberals that pop out on Saturday, right? That's what you tend to get in that situation. And then the agent provocateurs embed themselves in those crowds, right? So it wasn't BLM riots, so to speak, right? I believe a lot of the fires that we saw, especially down south, I think it was Atlanta, whatever. I forget where that was, but I don't think that was black folks. Black folks tend not to set shit on fire. That's very much, I gotta be honest, white folks love to burn shit down. Technically, the Irish started all of that. The Irish were known for setting buildings on fire when, they felt some type way. So there's that. So I don't think the fires were necessarily BLM. I think those are agent provocateurs, but who knows, right? Because it's really hard to set a Wendy's on fire. Like, that's not an easy, I don't know if you guys know anything about setting fires. Like, you got to be really good. You have to know what you're doing. You'd have to understand incendiaries to burn down a Wendy's, to start a fire. It's not exactly that simple. You ever try to start a fire? It's not that easy. Anyway, so he says you're allowed to burn down cities. Now, I will say the police reaction to BLM under Obama looked like this. Under Obama. Then the narrative switched. And I don't remember the police presence. Do you guys remember the police presence during BLM? I feel like the BLM presence during BLM, the police presence was, very much stand back and hands off, right? But again, it's like, it's hard to compare the two because these are happening on college campuses. I saw one camera guy, I think from Fox, attacked a police officer with his camera. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he was trying to protect somebody. But I think once you involve kids, college kids, it's a little bit different. So I don't know if we can just just compare the two like that. All right, here's another one here. Oron McIntyre. They could have stopped the BLM riots at any moment. They were locked in your home. You were locked in your home while your city burned because that's what the ruling class wanted. Damn, this video is kind of wild. I just had a crazy thought popping in my head. I think it was about the optics. And is the optics basically saying that there are no bad optics when you attack rich white kids? Because I'm looking at this video here and I'm not seeing very many black people out there. And I think the optics during the Biden admin basically said, hey, look, we don't want no problems. Just let them wild out. We'll clean up later. But I do remember some police presence, but I don't know. Cops are nailing and marching in 2020? Yeah. Election season, time for more police grifting? Yeah. Does anyone remember all the violence that erupted when students protested to have universities divest from fossil fuel investments? No? Nobody? Yeah, didn't happen. Especially a place with a kitchen. They probably have good sprinklers, I hope. Yeah. Like there's so many precautions for a place like a Wendy's where it's like, if you set that bitch on fire, like you knew what you were doing, you know? It wasn't your first fire. Hotep Jesus fan was taken? Did you try Hotep Jesus fan? Try Hotep Jesus fan. Now, this feels very red woke to me. I don't know why. I haven't intellectually understood why this feels red woke, but it feels red woke to me. Right? Because it's like, it's this woe is me victim shit, right? Like, oh my God, you didn't do this during the BLM riots. Why are you doing it now? You know, and it's just like, so let's see, Oron, and you know what makes, he's from the Blaze. Oh God. So you know what makes this, even worse is, or complicated, is the fact that the conservatives are split, right? And if you watched Gutfeld last night, you heard what Kat said, okay? Kat went off. I ain't never seen Kat like that ever. Kat was mad. Kat Timpf was mad last night. So, but she's a libertarian, right? So, so she's not a conservative, but there are some people who think like her where it's like, I understand, people want to protest, but we're not about to make rules just because you're Jewish. This is basically what she's saying. You're not about to eliminate free speech just because Jews are being affected, just because Jews are being criticized. And on the other side, it's, get rid of the protesters and, screw the protesters, but then it's free speech, so they should be able to protest. This is one complicated matter. And that's why I say this new version, right? Let's call this version 3, right? Now, version 1 would be Occupy. Version 2 would be BLM. Version 3 would be, the hot white summer. Let's call it the hot white summer. Demick said they have a martyr. He's not dead. But the guy who was unjustly arrested, Assange, correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, nobody pays attention to Assange. That's all libertarians. These kids don't know nothing about no Assange. They could use Assange, but nobody cares about Assange. Yeah. These kids are LARPers. Yeah. LARPing as LARPers. Wow. Yeah, Stuart. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about Assange. I think they should. Shout out to Rudy. Communists taking out the useful idiots for going against the Politburo. Yuri and Hotep's been told you. Thank you for the super. Rudy. Yeah. So I'm going to have to take this and put it into a chart of some sort just to understand what's happening now so we can draw some trajectory for the future. What does our summer look like? So my first thought is they got to get black people involved. They got to get black people involved. To really, because it's already complicated, it's already nasty and messy. So we might get a black martyr again, and it might happen at one of these protests. Or maybe it might be a black guy who was in the military who died in Palestine and make him a martyr. But I have a feeling they might get black, because you can't just keep beating up on rich white kids. You just can't. You can't. This is not sustainable. You know, it's going to get worse. And they're kids, too. They ain't got nothing but time. So complicated. So complicated, our funny little world. Not quite sure what to think yet, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Speaking of race grifting, check this out. You guys remember this? Tell me you guys remember this.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side. You know?
Now, you guys remember I covered this before. Here's the update. As a high school athletic director arrested for attempting to frame principal with AI-generated audio, fabricating anti-black and anti-Semitic conversation. This is AI. This is AI. And this is the problem, man. This is the problem with race grifters. And this is a big problem for black people because there are instances where we deal with, you know, racism and marginalization and Democrat supremacy, right? We deal with a lot of this. Then you got people like this that come in and ruin it. It's like but it's also a barometer to show you how lucrative the race grift is, that somebody would go to these lengths just to fabricate a racist story. That shows you how much equity is in the great black grifting. At Pikesville High School's a 31-year-old athletic director, Dazon Darian, yeah, he got a Negro name, was arrested Thursday morning in Pikesville, Maryland, for attempting to frame the principal with AI-generated audio clip featuring fake racially charged dialogue. This marks the prosecutor's office's first AI-related prosecution. Wow. They might start legislating AI. It's only a matter of time before they legislate AI. It's only a matter of time. I'm pretty sure Biden has an executive order to study it, but it's only a matter of time. Darian faces charges of theft, witness retaliation, and stalking, is currently held at Baltimore County Detention Center. Police allege Darian created the clip to discredit the principal, who was under investigation for theft, possibly motivated by personal grievances over contract non-renewal and a reprimand for firing a coach without approval. That's wild. That's a wild story. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot of these AI stories, and it's going to culminate into a bill of some sort. And then they're going to say you need a license or some shit like that just to use the AI. Anyway, we got 3 more stories left here. I just want to read this from Curtis Schoon here. Curtis Schoon here says, Drake was just black last month. Now, his Jewish mother is a problem for rap fans, a.k.a. lab rats. Yo, School. Yo, School does not hold back. Yo, he does not care about y'all feelings. He does not hold back. How you gonna say rap fans are lab rats? Like, he's not wrong, but he's just so disrespectful, yo. He's so disrespectful. For whatever reason, the world is turning on Jews. I just wish black people would let these white folks handle their internal matters. No one in Gaza gives a fuck about us. And this is what I was telling you before. Like, black people, most of the blackety, no, not blackety black people, like real black people, not, boule blacks, not university blacks, but real black people, they got a hands-off approach to this matter. They're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. My name Bennett and I ain't in it, And I also agree. I don't think anyone in Gaza gives a fuck about black people. I really don't. I don't think anybody in Gaza gives a fuck about black people. For whatever reason, the world is turning on Jews. We've covered that in the past. We know exactly what that's about. We don't have to rehash that, but we know exactly what it's about. But it's a cycle. It's a cycle that Western civilization is a part of. And we're at we're at the precipice of the beginning of that cycle, So this is going to be a wild summer. It's going to be a wild summer. Goldstein put this on my desk today. If Goldstein put on my desk, we got to talk about it. Russell Brand. Baptism. This Sunday, I'm taking a plunge. How was it for you? Now we have to pull up Goldstein. I want to pull up Goldstein's commentary on this to provide some more texture here. Maybe we can find it really fast. Hold on. But this was it's starting. Everything's starting to come together. I really have to do a slide on all of this. There are a lot of different moving parts to this election year. There are so many moving parts to this election year. We got Jews. We got Palestinians, college students. We got white Christian nationalists. Here we go. Right here. He says, they're collecting the stones. Candace, the redheaded OnlyFans hoe. Now this nigga. Who you got joining next? Chat. Who do you think is going to be next to hop on the Christian grift? It's like all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I got to go be Christian. I got to go be Christian. And I don't have a problem with that. It's just mysterious when everybody decides to do something all at once. No, that's how we say him and Candace. This is weird. Yeah, this is. They're pushing this Christian nationalism heavy, and now they got Russell Brand. Russell Brand is an elite hypnotist, and all you got to do is just, let's watch the video, and you'll see what I mean.
Die and be reborn. This Sunday, I'm taking the plunge. I'm getting baptized. At the moment, I'm very curious as to what you who have been baptized feel about it, what your expectations are of the event prior, and what it's actually like. What's been explained to me is it's an opportunity to die and be reborn, an opportunity to leave the past behind and be reborn in Christ's name, like it says in Galatians.
This that Obi-Wan Kenobi shit. This some real hypnotist Jedi shit that he does with his hands. It's really strange to me.
That you can live as an enlightened and awakened person. Sometimes I think of non-Christian perspectives on it, like Marcus Aurelius saying, you are already dead, now live the rest of your life properly.
If you pay for a
Buddhist
doorbell
saying,
camera subscription,
down
stop
the
doing
corpse.
that now. This $40...
All of these things seem so inviting.
Very, 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 very strange. So, another Hotep's been told you moment. the shift. So it's very much in line with people saying there's this spiritual war. We got the Jews, we got the Muslims, and now we got the white Christians, and everybody's, you know, they're getting with their tribe and they're preparing for something. This is all so interesting. So interesting. So who y'all got? Who you think is the next one to come out Christian? Who you got? Wrong answers only. Who could I see? Are any of y'all not baptized? I was baptized. I was baptized as a baby. Joe Music, thank you for the $2 super. He says Jedi mind trick. Yeah, he do the Jedi mind trick stuff. Who y'all say gonna be the next one? Holy War? Yeah. Milo. I think Milo already did it. So he'd have to do it again. The Pope. Drake. Mike Tyson. Drake is funny. Terrible take, HJ, says Rudy the Vet. What did I say? What did I say? John Cena, AOC, Adam 22. Adam 22 definitely needs Jesus. Adam, if anybody needs Jesus, it's definitely Adam 22. Hotep Jesus, I should get on the baptismal griff. I should do like a fake baptism. Like I died and was reborn again. I should really do that. J. Cole. All right, let's go to the story of the day. Then we're going to go to phone lines. Let Rudy tell me I don't even know what I said. What did I say that was wrong? I don't even know what I said that was wrong. Let's pull this up. This story's crazy. Says here, fight breaks out in the middle of TV interview with San Jose mayor between the mayor's security guard and a pedestrian walking by.
You want to say something stupid? Drop N-word, just slap him in the face.
So I'm doing an interview, sir.
Are you doing an interview? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm moving on. I work right there. I'm talking on the phone. You got a problem?
Yeah, we're just trying to do it.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you mind. Yeah, you should mind. Yeah. I'm gonna go do what gonna do.
You see the mayor step back? You see him create his distance? His awareness is up.
Yeah, you should mind.
John the Baptist was autistic. Tim Pool definitely needs to be baptized so we can see what that head look like without the beanie on it. Pause. Yo, this mayor was like, hold up, shit might get spicy. Takes a step back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do what gonna.
Yeah, so he's got a great awareness, right? You want to create distance from your adversary. It's something you want to do. I think it's he understands that it's about to get violent. That's what his awareness is saying. He's like, this could get violent. So that's why I think he has great awareness because that's exactly what happens.
Do right before you walked up, you know what I'm saying? Either way it goes. First of all, hold up. What? No, bro. Hold up. No. Let go. Hold on a second. Let's go. I'll smack you right now, bitch. Okay. I will smack
you. Yo, my nigga's trained. He came down the street ready. Did you see this? That block, that karate chop block?
You want to get smacked?
Yeah, you learned that in white belt class. That block right there, that was perfect. Oh man. White woman got good situational awareness too. Watch this.
Can you call one, please? Yeah.
All right. So far, the black dude's winning the fight. How? Look at this. Now, I just want everybody to remember, you are the mayor of San Jose, California. And this is your security.
Now, but by the time we get to the end of the video, I want y'all to tell me. I want you to tell me if you are still going to keep this person on staff. Let's see. First of all, your security need to have on, if you're going to do the dress shoes, security needs non-slip dress shoes. Make sure your security got on non-slip dress shoes. You see my man bouncing? Like he ready for Devin Haney or something.
Yeah.
Back up.
Hey, I need you to come to the lead right in front of Angkor. There's a fight between the mayor and the officer who's been assaulted on First Street. This is the mayor.
Now, that was interesting. You know, this is what I'm going to give security a little bit of credit for. He had the opportunity to hit him with this pipe. You know, you ever play Streets of Rage or anything like that? Those side-scroller fighting games? And then the pipe falls on the ground and you pick it up and you hit him with it. He had the opportunity to really, like, do some damage. And, you know, I don't know where this pipe came from. Hold on, let's see.
Hey, I need you to come to the lead right in front of Angkor. There's a fight between the mayor and the officer who's been assaulted.
All right, so somebody tossed it to him like, hey, looks like you're going to need some help there. All right? Throw him a stick. Look like you're getting your ass whooped. So he threw him a stick. And then he dropped the stick. Why'd you drop the stick? Double Dragon, word. That one was dope too. Why'd you drop the stick? I'd have kept that shit in my hand. I'm already losing the fight. Look at the white woman. I told you her situational awareness is up. She went and grabbed the baton quickly. Like, nope, we cannot let this fall into the wrong hands. A random guy spices up the fight. Right. Yo, my dude light on his feet though. Pause. He light on his feet. He's got some sort of training, or you be shadow boxing or something. Cameraman did not do his job. He was supposed to get all of this. Oh, there we go. Now we doing our job. By the way, this is the sorriest squabble I've ever seen. This is one of the sorriest squabbles I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Not at the moment, but
and everybody around is just so calm. Y'all not gonna help security, yo? How nobody helping security? All these men just watching these two go at it. Yo, it's like 5 of y'all. Y'all could have jumped on this brother. Are y'all that scared of niggas? Are they scared of black people? Look how and they're all calm too. It's not even like anybody's flustered. It's very quiet. Nobody's screaming. Nobody's yelling. They're just so calm. Look at this guy on the phone. It's almost like they're used to this or something. Look at this guy enter the screen on the phone.
at the moment, but
Not at the moment, but I know why he ain't stepping.
there's no patrol.
Hey, yo, the leg sweep. That was a sorry attempt at the leg sweep. When you do the leg sweep, you got to go hip to hip. His hip is too far away for the leg sweep. You got to go hip to hip for the leg sweep. You're under arrest. How? This is like when, two bucks start fighting, like two male deer, when they start fighting and then their antlers get stuck together. That's the point of the fight we're in now. This clip needed more black people. That's what this clip needed. This clip needed more black people.
They're used to it. They rehearsed like 200 times. You see, if black people were around, this clip would have been a lot funnier. It would have been some commentating, some remarks. This clip needed black people. It would have been 20 times better with some black folk around. Yo, who's this dude? Oh, he's a photographer. I was about to say, he looked like he armed up. He's a photographer. He's got, camera equipment on. Okay, so you definitely don't want to damage your camera equipment. Yeah, it's not a single or oh shit or nothing. It's just, it's too quiet. They ain't landed on the ground yet.
No, man, it's over, yes. Dude. It's over. Just let me go. Right. Yeah, no, for sure. Bro, just let me go. For sure. It's over. Let me go, bro. Hey. Let me go, bro.
I know.
It's over, man.
So,
let me go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we got some men joining in. Here we go. Full disclosure, I definitely was not jumping in. Unless that was my homie. I'm definitely not jumping in. I'm pulling my camera out. I'm recording. I'm going to be the black guy commentating. Like, oh, the right hand. He's going for the sweep. Oh, he missed the sweep. It would have been pure entertainment for me. They still stuck. Now, Chad, I got to ask you. I got to ask you before we go to phone lines. We're going to phone lines next. I got to ask you, Chad. Are you firing? Let's pull the poll up. Should we fire? Should we fire the security guard? If you were the mayor and that was your security guard, would you fire your security? Personally, I'm firing the security. He's got to go. He's got to go. Like, you've proven you are in the wrong line of work. Maybe you should be a chef, a podcaster. Maybe you're better at basketball or something. Clearly, security is not your strong suit. Clearly. I could have got one of my homies with zero security experience. They would have handled this way better. Way better. Demic, ST would have handled this way better. We could have called Boo. Boo would have took care of this. Demic, tell me Boo wouldn't have handled this perfectly. Fire security and hired a black dude? Oh, that's genius.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
That's genius. Exactly. You're better off saying look, you're fired. You want a job? I know you work next door. You want a job? You got a suit? Let's get this man a suit. Because that would be an upgrade. Not a big upgrade, but it would be an upgrade to what he's currently got. I would invest in this black dude taking some security courses so he understands, what to do in emergencies when you're inside the vehicle, and inside buildings. And just go through, your security, whatever. He said Bill Haney trained the security guard. That's fucked up. Protocol said the black dude was interviewing for the position. Absolutely. He going straight back to desk detail. I don't know how people are unemployed when you got people like this employed. This is amazing. Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. I'll be right back after the short, brief commercial break.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Season's COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
from podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons look alike to me. Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through. No one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year.
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
Goldstein on the line. Goldstein, what's happening, man? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man.
We made it
through another one.
Huh?
So we made it through another one.
Made it to another one.
Another week down.
The month almost over. Isn't this the last Friday of the month?
I think so.
Yeah, about to time to pay rent again.
40%. Yeah, tweets are gonna be wild.
Huh?
The tweets are gonna be wild.
Yeah.
We didn't do tweets.
We're 1 month away from basically summer. It's about to get spicy.
Basically. So yeah, I mean, goddamn, it is looking pretty interesting for the summer. Heat's coming. Goddamn, motherfuckers are really cooking up some shit, aren't they?
What is? Because there's a lot of different elements, right? We got the Jews, we got the Muslims, we got college kids, we got white Christian nationalism. Are they going to bring black people into this?
I don't know. I think this one's going to pass us by. I was worried there for a little bit that maybe when things started to develop with this Palestinian shit. I mean, I tweeted it earlier. This is Saying Nigga Summer.
Saying Nigga Summer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
That's insane. That's an insane thing to say.
Really is though, shit. You know? I don't know though, because it's like, on the one hand, you're like, okay, good. Because they trying to make a martyr out of this nigga that got choked out by the police just recently. What was it? I saw the post yesterday. It's fairly new though.
Okay.
So they're trying to make a martyr out of him, and I was like, this shit ain't gonna work again. The only way they drag us back into this is if they kill someone of prominence or somebody who is just stone cold fucking innocent of like somebody who's actually a net positive for the community. He may not be famous, or she may not be famous, but if she's a net positive for the community and they ice that person, then maybe. But anything short of a celebrity or that, we ain't getting dragged into this again because niggas don't care.
Yeah.
Look, most niggas understand that BLM shit, the George Floyd shit, we got some distance from that shit now. Most niggas understand that shit was a fraud.
Okay.
But they're not willing to admit it because they invested too heavily in it at the time. A lot of them feel ashamed for being duped. A lot of them motherfucking is like, well, I'm just going to double down because I caught so much flack on the motherfucking internet that, they just got alternative feelings towards the shit now. You know what I mean? And you know how niggas is with pride. So they're just hanging on. A lot of them is just hanging on to that shit. But most niggas know that BLM shit was a fucking flim-flam. So they're not going to fall for it again. They'll raise their fists and outrage, but it's never going to get to that extent again over some bum nigga who OD'd. Ever. Like I said, it's going to be somebody of prominence, a celebrity or something, or somebody who was a net positive that you have no choice but to feel for. You know
so
what
they
I mean?
can't pull another George Floyd is basically what you're saying. It's going to have to be.
They can't.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be big. They can't. They can't really drag us in no other way.
Here's why I want to know: will black people be a part of this? Because is there enough people that have? Well, I guess because who's gonna really like, you know, get these protests moving, right? Like who's gonna fill this space, right? And I guess.
Right.
You know, I guess it's the same people from the BLM era, right? Same organizations and all of that. But it just feels like it'll be a little thin and it needs something else. So that's why I think we might need this whole thing, I think, is missing one ingredient. It might not be black people. It might be a martyr. I don't know what it is, but this is missing, you know, one piece before this is a situation where you mix vinegar and baking soda. You know what I'm saying? And shit just boils the fuck over. But it's missing one more piece, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. It might.
I know this. If you want to know what I think the piece is, just send me $500 in Bitcoin, and I'll tell you off the air.
This is a real Hotep.
Because for anybody listening, send me fucking $500 in Bitcoin, and I'll let you know what's about to happen.
Because the Zionists are investing.
Yeah,
they are investing in counter protest.
Listen,
but their ranks aren't as deep, I don't think.
Listen, I've already said on this show exactly what the fuck's gonna happen. I've already mentioned it. You know, like I know what's about to fucking happen. You know that there's a certain famous dude in New York going back and forth to trial. You also know that this dude has a significant history with Iran, having killed Soleimani, and they have pledged to take out everybody involved with Soleimani's assassination in their mind.
Mm.
He is number one on the list.
Mm.
And there's a whole flood of motherfucking Arabs protesting for Palestine.
Mm.
How easy would it be to sneak somebody into the mix to do something dumb in front of that courthouse? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we just had the two dudes set themselves on fire.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, all I'm saying is that if you're looking for something to powder keg some shit, let somebody try and do something to Trump.
Mm. And then
because that's it. All conservatives, all the Trumpers, all the people who are on one to some degree about maybe Candace Owens and the rest of these people are right about Jews, they lose all of those people instantly. Everybody's a Trump fan at that point.
Yeah, yeah. But how did the white Christian nationalists or the Christian nationalist movement? We seen, you know, you tagged me in the Russell Brand, John, and then you got Candace and him. Will they mix with the protesters, or this is something separate?
Those people will eventually be they will be what takes back, quote unquote, all of the institutions and all that other shit from this evil horde of fucking Zionists that now corrupt the systems of the world. Mm-hmm. They will be the white knight.
Mm.
They will be the white knight that destroys that evil empire, because that empire's time, quote unquote, is up. And you're seeing the destruction of it now, with everybody having this great awakening all of a sudden that this fucking evil horde of individuals has been running everything and destroying everything. Those motherfuckers will be the white knight that brings that empire down. Trump will be the president during that time. And when that happens, they will be far worse than anything you could possibly fucking imagine. So get ready for that. If you don't believe that, why is Greg Abbott shutting down motherfucking 1A?
Yeah.
If you don't believe that.
Or at least gesturing. At least gesturing. His actions are doing one thing, but his words are gesturing that he wants to eliminate 1A.
That's right. They're going to reestablish some fucking ultra fucking super conservative, almost, I don't know, whatever party you want to fucking call it over there in Israel. So Israel, I'm not talking about like Israel's going to collapse. I'm talking about this evil Zionist faction within Israel. They're going to topple that. It's going to all be exposed as if it wasn't having already been exposed for years now. But it's going to all be exposed and brought down, and some new righteous party is going to come out of Israel's political system that's going to try and do X, Y, and Z. They're going to be in coordination with the Christian nationalists here. They're going to be over here doing X, Y, and Z with the fucking... It's just going to be a mess. You'll see. It'll all shake out.
It seems like one big mess this year.
That's right.
This might be the messiest year.
Look, they built a boogeyman. And when they slay that boogeyman for all the world to see, known as Zionism, the new regime that comes sweeping in is going to make Zionism look like motherfucking Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
They duped all you motherfuckers. We've been trying to tell you, but here we go.
Never fails.
I don't know, man. Crazy. Listen, what was that last story you covered before you took calls?
The security guard getting his ass whooped?
Yes, that guy. That shit is fucking bogus. That's the most bogus shit I've ever seen.
You don't think it's filmed real?
To me. No. That nigga was probably an intern. Listen. They are trying to fucking reclaim these cities, right? This is going to be part of this sweeping
I
change
see what you're saying.
And they need to clean up the mess they made.
Yeah.
So they fucking have to air shit like this out. But they can't have anybody hurt because it is the mayor.
Yeah.
But they didn't need that because the shit went viral anyway. Because why? The red whites are going to be like, ha ha, you get what you vote for. And the motherfuckers on the other side are going to accept sweeping reform that will protect the citizens of our city despite what you may think about equity and all the rest of that shit.
Yeah.
They're going to have to address that conversation in these cities, and this is how they're doing it. Scaring motherfuckers into being like, you know what? I believe they should have a fair shake in life, but damn, these niggers are violent. Let's do something. That's how that's going to work. This shit is bogus. That's why nobody was hurt. Nobody was moving. Nobody was shaking. God damn it. The security guard did his job to a T because that nigga was out of central casting. He did his job perfectly.
Everybody was silent and quiet, and I'm like, what's going on? This shit weird.
Come on, listen. Let me tell you something. You've been around enough motherfucking white people to know that when they're cut from a certain cloth out of life, fairly privileged cloth out of life, if shit starts to go south, so does all reason. This is like the norm, right? Because they're not used to funk. They're not used to seeing shit go down like that, okay? So now you have all these people, political people who have clearly gone, some maybe Ivy League, but definitely all to college. All these collegiate types who probably ain't never caught a whiff of the hood, right? You mean to tell me every last one of them had situational awareness and was cool and calm enough to just take it all in, take phone calls, and do all that shit? Not one motherfucker panicked? I'm not saying that they all should have, but not one in that demographic. Come on. Come on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit eerie. It's a bit eerie. I gotta agree. Especially
not one
when
panic, not one I'm getting the fuck out of here, run off. Not one. Just everybody just like, well, homie was taking a call. Like, yeah, I might be home a little late. Things are going a little south here. I'm gonna need you to pick Johnny up. Just chilling. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't going. That's all I got.
I appreciate you, bro.
Is there, man? Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Rudy calling. So Goldstein said he's not buying it. Goldstein said he's not buying it. That's what Goldstein said. He's not buying it. Is Gold's tunnel digger? How much coochie I got? I'm over here checking my trades and shit. Okay, I need to set a sell on this one. I'm gonna set a sell price on that one. Rudy, what up, yo?
What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
Quick 3 points, man. About today. One, now, you, Sonny, you know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking on black people's issues, man. I sit on the sideline and observe. But all y'all said we're out of this election, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to try to drag you into the mob action this time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. Like, it's like you said, like Sonny says all the time, man, this is a perfect opportunity for the Republicans to reach out and scoop up black voters and bring them back to the Republican Party, and they're not doing it because black voters are, in my opinion, are so disillusioned with the bullshit from the Democrats, seeing what they're doing, giving all this dough to the illegals, you know what I'm saying, not meeting any issues. You know, they've become disillusioned with it, and then you got the fucking right-wing voices like Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro turning into the red folks. So I feel like just it's like what you guys said, you know, over and over, like, I don't think they're going to even try to draw brothers into this. You know, I don't think they're going to try to draw the black folks into this fucking, you know, the uniparty. You know, they used you in 2020. They're just not really in there. They're going to use a different issue. You know, I mean, that's just what I feel, man. I mean, from a 30,000 foot view, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on that situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Two, the uniparty. You know what I'm saying? Push the uniparty, pushed the bullshit. You know, they locked us all up, wouldn't let us go to school. These kids on these college campuses are the same idiots that were running around during the Black Lives Matter shit. They're the same. It's the same people.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're pushing back against something that the uniparty wants, man. You know what I'm saying? The uniparty's been backing Israel forever, and it's like I said, it's the useful idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like Trotsky led the Bolshevik Revolution, and then Stalin blew his fucking brains out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the useful idiots pushing something against the uniparty wants, and they're gonna. It's not George Floyd. They allowed that to happen. The cops kneeled and marched with them. You know what I'm saying? They allowed the shit to get burnt down. Kyle Rittenhouse, they were burning down gas stations, and the police were 2 blocks up the street with a perimeter, letting them do whatever the fuck they wanted to. So this is why. You know, now they're going against something that the ruling class wants, and they're gonna thwart and crush it down as hard as they want. You know what I'm saying? And then the red wokes are gonna cry, why didn't you do this about BLM? Because they wanted BLM, you dumb red wokes. 3, Taylor had the greatest take.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
Wait, hold on. You just said something big right there.
What's that?
You just said they wanted BLM.
Yeah, they did. Come on, man.
Are you saying now that these protests that we're seeing now, they don't want those?
No, they don't. That's why why do you think they're coming out in full force, full kit, beating these kids down on college campuses for peaceful protesting, dog? They're not burning shit down. They're not rioting. They're not fucking starting fires all night. They're not burning down mom and pop businesses. And they're cracking down hard as shit because they wanted COVID. to change the voting rules. They wanted the riots. Remember, we all had to be locked up. But then when they started rioting in the streets, this is for racial justice. It's bigger than a virus.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They wanted that, man. They wanted that to get Donnie T out of the goddamn way, man. You know what I'm saying? Same way Lindsey Graham goes on TV and is like, this bill wouldn't have passed without Trump. And then Mitch McConnell goes on TV and says, well, we had a border bill, but Trump nixed it. No, you didn't. You didn't have a border bill. You had 5,000 fucking people a day. And then the president decided he doesn't want to let anybody in this week. He can stop it. You gave the president more power over the border than what they even have right now. So you didn't have a border bill in place. You had your control, a little bit more control over the illegal immigration that you're facilitating through NGOs and bullshit.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can see with the uniparty, you know, when you got these so-called mainstream rhino Republicans going on national media talking about we got this war bill passed because of Trump. You know, it's more like a loan for Ukraine, a country that needs $60 billion, 10 of which is to fund their government and their pension plans. And all of a sudden, when this is all over, they're going to give us our money back. Shut the fuck up, man. It's a clown show, man. Taylor, I know you're listening, man. That was the greatest take you had the other day. The red whites need to just stay out of the goddamn conversation, man. They should just let the left eat their own. But they're so fucking stupid. The Ben Shapiros and them are so Zionist. Oh, we got to jump in. Oh, look at these people are protesting. Well, you know, the average normal dude sitting back and watching is going to be like, these people are fucking idiots. I'm not voting. You know, but no, you got to stick your nose into something that you have nothing to do with. So that was one of the best takes I ever had from Taylor. What I think is a terrible take is this Christian nationalism shit, man. That's that, and you know, Russell Brand, maybe he's grifting, maybe he's not. I don't know. The man was doing a pretty good job grifting without being baptized. Maybe he's found Jesus. I'm never gonna knock a man for trying to better himself. My brother and me were some, you know, from the street ass white boys that did some real dirt in our life, and now he's an ordained minister, and I'm not going to ever knock it because I've seen how his come to Christ has changed his life 360, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 180, like he's going in a whole better, so I'm not going to knock, but that terminology, that Christian nationalism terminology, and I see where Goldstein's coming with it. Maybe he's worried about a right-wing Christian national coming in and really cracking fucking skulls. I understand but that's a term that was made up by the left to attack the same people they called deplorables in 16. Deplorables in 16 and racist in 16. And the same thing in 2020. And now it's went from, we're not going to call them deplorables and racist anymore. We're going to call them Christian nationalists and demonize them on left-wing media every day. MSNBC, CNN. These Christian nationalists, the Christian nationalist movement, you know, Christians are getting wiped out in Azerbaijan. They've been wiped out in Syria. They're not there anymore. They were thriving in Iraq. They're gone now. You know what I'm saying? The Christians have been attacked. So I just think that's a bad term, a bad take to keep calling it Christian nationalism when it's just another term they're using to describe people who don't agree with their agenda. And
so what do you call it?
I just call them Christians, dude. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a very clear situation where you have Candace and Russell Brand. These people are all starting to grift over there. What do you call that?
I mean, Candace is these are grifters, dude. These are just grifters, man. They've been grifting like, you know, we'll see if it's a come to Jesus moment or not, man. But you know, me and you were baptized, right? We're both baptized in the Catholic Church. That don't mean shit. When the Bible says you got to choose it, man. You got to choose it for yourself. So here's Russell Brand, you know, 50 years old, and maybe he's choosing it. I'm not going to sit here and call him a Christian nationalist because maybe he's having to come to Jesus. Maybe
so you don't think this is a sign of something?
I don't know, bro. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I mean, Albert Pike's writing, man. We need the Jews, the Zionists to fight the Islamic, and then totally crush the Christians. You know, and bring in a new world religion, man. You know what I'm saying? Under the Luciferian doctrine. So, you know, we always talk about Malachians versus Luciferians in our government, right? You know, people who were, you know, so I just think that, you know, not that you might not be right. I just think it's a bad thing for people who are independent thinkers and maybe right-leaning to be using that left-wing term of Christian nationalism and just boosting their message. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that's a bad take. Don't use their language, man. You know, like they hijacked woke. You know what I'm saying? We get mad because they hijacked our language. Let's not use their language, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, like, not to say your take's right or wrong. Just when I say the take, man, I hate that term, man. Christian nationalist. What is it? Define it to me. Define it to me.
I don't. I think.
Yeah,
I think. Well, here's the thing, Rudy. I'm a theocratic status, right? So the concept of white Christian nationalists, outside of the term white, Christian nationalist makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Okay.
It's probably the strongest form of nationalism. So if we use the term Christian nationalism because that's what it is, it's not necessarily using their terms. These are very basic terms. And now if you throw white in front of it, I agree. If you say white Christian nationalists, okay, yeah, now they're doing something. But the truth of the matter is this Christian nationalism is brewing for the red wokes or the red whites. You know what I'm saying? So they're gullible and they're going to, you know, move along with the agenda behind Candace Owens, Russell Brand, and others. And this is a face-off against the Jews. So
okay, I mean, yeah, okay.
So that's why we're saying it feels very much like a holy war, right? It feels like people are bucking against that Israel system. I'll give you my real take here. It feels like a honeypot. Like the grifters are leading this movement and then drop people off like they did January 6th. And then everybody's indicted. That to me is what I'm starting to see develop here, where people who don't believe in it are putting a certain message out, getting everybody riled up to help create events.
My thing is like, you know, they the divide and conquer is, I mean, it's their plan. I mean, the Uniparty's plan is divide and conquer. It's always been divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And when they throw that white Christian nationalist, when you see it just pop up.
Yeah, when you say white, yeah. You can tell that's one of their terms. Yeah, because that's what they would call it.
It ain't like the you know the churches of my it ain't like the good black folk that I see at church every weekend when I drive in and out coming to and from work. It ain't like they wouldn't want to be a little bit more of a Christian. That you know what I'm saying? It's just that divide and conquer shit. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, that's just my opinion, bro. I mean, you're my dog, man.
I like that. I like that. I like that because Christian nationalism is different from white Christian nationalism, and white Christian nationalism is their term. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Yep. It might be accurate, but you know, white Christian nationalism, and also you got to remember when I spoke about it on the show today, I said so-called white. Right. So I always put these modifiers in there for the audience to know, hey, this is some 1984, we're changing the dictionary type shit that I'm citing when I use this term. Right. So it's not like I'm not aware of it when I use the term because I do add the modifiers.
Right. That's just, you know, you see the mainstream media throwing that term around, throwing that to divide and conquer term. Man. Because, like, I just hate when the white Christian nationalist, the white Christian, it's just, you know, I don't. But that is what it is, though. It might be their term, but that's exactly what it is. It's white Christian nationalism. You know, the divide, but it's more and more the divide and conquer. You know,
yes, but I think in this case we're talking about the white Christian nationalists are putting up a front versus Jews. I just think that the people pushing this front are fraudulent to hype everybody else up, gaslight everybody else, put the battery in our back, make us go out there and do something crazy. Meanwhile, like, let's be honest, right? They say if you talk about, you know, you criticize Israel, you criticize the Jews, you get canceled and all that, right? Candace is outside of cancel culture. She married this rich white man that's allegedly royalty or whatever in England, right? She got connections with the Catholic Church now, like. So you got to be careful when you follow people. It's just like they could do that shit, but don't you think you could do that shit? Because their bullshit speech is protected. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to come out here and start mimicking bullshit speech, because then you sound uneducated, and that's how they always get you. Like, no, now you sound like an anti-Semite because you sound uneducated. But when you sound educated, which takes tremendous amount of studies to understand the various religions are part of this holy war, you become uncancelable. But a lot of people jump out here and they shooting the basic bitch talking points, and they're using it in you know, you can say bad taste ways, just like we've seen some of the red wokes, you know, basically grifting off of black rage, right? Oh, look at this kid, you know, beating up the poor white kid, right? That type of shit. So we've seen it, you know, manifest like that. And I think that's what, you know, type of culture is starting to be bred here, where, you know, they're trying to create this situation where people expose themselves and go, oh, there they go. And they collecting data on all you motherfuckers with something to say. You know what I'm saying? Messiah is collecting data on all these niggas. So it's like, let's draw them out so we can see our enemies. and these people propped up, you know, with Christian nationalism, they're the ones that I think are in on the gag, and they basically saying, I'll pull them out, I'll bring them out of hiding, here they are, and then legislate bills, policy around all of that shit, as you saw with Greg Abbott's speech.
Right, but I mean, the thing about it is, like, what the quote Christian nationalists, mostly, you know, what they called 5 years ago evangelicals, which all are of the Zionists. They believe that the armies of God are going to meet Israel and it's going to bring in the Armageddon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is it really about drawing them out, or is it about more and more divide and conquer? Is it more and more calling it white Christian nationalism instead of calling them deplorables, racist, and other shit? Like, they had to find a new term to mean these people, so they're going to throw white Christian nationalists at them.
Yeah.
I don't know. But look, brother, Hotep and Bill, man, Hotep to the chat, man. Salute to everybody. Taylor, I'm glad you're awakening, man. I think Taylor finally turned the Ben Shapiro show off, man. I'm so proud.
He turned the Ben Shapiro show off?
I don't know.
I hope so.
That take he came out with the other day. I was like, Taylor's finally not listening to the little duet Kong, man. He finally turned that duet Kong off, man.
Oh, baby. All right, yo, appreciate you, man.
Hotep and Bill, brother.
Hotep and Bill. See? So what was I going to type in here? We got Spotless Cronkite about to call in. Here we go. Grifty's live right now on the Hotep Nation YouTube channel. Go to Hotep Nation, subscribe. We got 470 views. Go share it. Go share it. So the Grifties is live. Hold on, let me see. We got all the credits in there.
In our community, we're correct.
Got him. I don't care what your opinion is.
We got Tay put all the good stuff in there. I gotta edit some of the links. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. Thank you for being part of Hotep history. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Get out the zoo, step 2, kill your old self and become new. Step 3, turn from all the sinning that you used to do. Step 4, tell the whole squad they can do it too. Christ walk. Step.
It's my shit.
Step.
It's Bryson Gray at. I know I'm not supposed to cuss when I say your name, but damn, Bryson, that's my record right there. Woo! Grifties is live. Grifties is live. Go watch it. Go watch it. Hotep Nation channel. I need y'all to go there. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to subscribe. I need you to turn on alerts. After you're done with that, I need you to hit the share button and share it and tag me and Unc so we could retweet you, so we could repost you. All right? Yeah, that shit knock. Yeah, that record knocks right there. Absolutely, Lauren. I gotta say protocol. You know, this is what makes. If anybody wanted to know why our show is better than everybody else's, is because of DJ Protocol. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's number Price Walk, Bryson Gray.
You know, and you chose the perfect record. I don't know how. Like, you know, there's a lot of records that could have been played that would have been perfect as well. But that was perfect. That was perfect. The Bryson Gray record, he's right there. Yeah, that was dope. Protocol, why you cut that lady off like that? What he do? Protocol just dropped a link in the chat. Shout out to Protocol. I think that's Mike. That this is fresh Mike, right?
ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. He sound like one of them people.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. Thank you for being part of Hotep history. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Like that, just that right there just gives me chills. It gives me chills. I get the chills down my spine. The music, Mike, Grifties. See the Apex on stage, right? See the Apex? Fellas, I hope you're taking the Apex. Last night I was spazzing on the episode. You ain't watched last night's episode. Go watch last night's episode. I was spazzing on. Everybody said it was the Apex. Could be. It could be. That is my cheat code. You know? Who was this? Oh, okay, that was from yesterday. What time is it? 3:43. Let's do our rounds over at the shitty ass Drudge. Let's go. Let's see what they don't have to offer. Real quick, shout out to Demic. Demic came through. If y'all not following Demic Trucks, go follow Demic Trucks, DEMIC, like pandemic. Demic Trucks over on Instagram. He got the trucks. You could go rent them out. He pulled up outside Fox yesterday. We was looking heavy. Some white folks had just left the Gutfeld show. They was walking past the building. They were like, "Oh my God, that's you. We had a great time." You know what I mean? A couple of them did that. Stop. Then he had the Men of Order. You see the Flopex. We got the Flopex in New York City on a digital truck. Shout out to Demic. That's love right there. Right there on 6th Ave. You know how much this costs right here? You know how much it costs to pull up on 6th Ave like this? This is heavy work. Right outside the Fox building. I should have took the picture from the other end. I should have took the picture. So you probably from across the street somehow. But the Grift Report was right there. Shout out to the Grift Report fam.
Hotep.
Appreciate y'all. Let's go to the Drudge. Let's see what the Drudge got to offer. I put my limit order in. Ohio Tech want to call in. Let's see what he's talking about. Of course, can you guys guess? Let's see. Where are my real listeners of the show? What do you think is the first thing we're going to see when we go to the Drudge? What do you guys think is going to be the first thing you see when we go to the Drudge? What do you guys think? Let's see. Who's been here? Who's been paying attention? A little class participation. Goldstein got it.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Goldstein got it. Goldstein was first. What happens when you go to the drudge? What's the first thing you see? Mr. 45. Mr. 45, there he is. Every day. Every day. This is what you get. Let's check out the headlines. Supreme Court poised to allow Trump sedition trial, but not immediately. All right, who cares? Traders hating on Trump media making millions betting against it. Oh, this scared me for a second. I thought they called onto our meme trades. I was scared. I was like, oh shit, here we go. You know, that's why you got to get in this shit and get out quick, man, because when the regulators come in, it's not as lucrative. It can still be lucrative, but it's not as lucrative as its early beginnings. The most feared and least known political operative in America. He worked for the nastiest people in politics. Biden approval rate admired at historic low. Don Jr. appreciates but rejects offer to run NRA. Journalist critical of owned companies. Andrew Tate trial on human trafficking can start. What? Romanian court rules. Dang, they got Tate back in court. Private equity gambles with financial futures of retirees. Soros paying student radicals fueling. Oh shit, here we go. Found it. Came and got what we was looking for, y'all. There you go. There you go. George Soros is paying student radicals who are fueling nationwide explosion of Israel-hating protests. By Isabel Vincent. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the article. George Soros and his hard-left acolytes are paying agitators who are fueling the explosion of radical anti-Israel protests in colleges across the country. Harvard, Yale, Berkeley, Ohio State, Emory. All of them organized by branches of Soros-funded Students for Justice in Palestine.
Call from.
Sorry.
Tari, hold on a second. Okay. SJP parent organization has been funded by a network of nonprofits, ultimately funded by, among others, Soros, the billionaire left-wing investor. So he's not a sole investor, but we knew that. It's a bunch of them. It's a conglomerate. It's more than one. Like, think about it like this, y'all. Think about it like this. Okay. All right. This is why people should help me reach my goal daily, because I want to be George Soros. I don't want to be Donald Trump. I want to be George Soros. I want to fucking pay people to just go out and do shit. Yo, go occupy this spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being mad at George Soros, we got to learn to take notes.
You know, that's a thing.
What's the thing?
I was talking to somebody at one point that he was working with a network of people on YouTube that do stuff like that.
Yeah. You also have something called flash mobs. You can pay agencies and they set up flash mobs for you. But that's a little bit different and more expensive. But, you know, let's type in flash mob services, right? Flash mob services. I don't even think it will get a price. You probably need a quote. You got
to get a quote for that.
Yeah, that's how expensive it is. You're going to have to get a quote. New York flash mob, hiring a surprise flash mob in New York anywhere worldwide, blah, 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 blah. And it says right here, yep, get your quote. Right there on the side, get your quote. Tari, what you got for us today?
Shoot, man, I wanted to say, great show as always last night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I enjoyed watching the premiere of the Grifty, even though I got to see him live.
Even though you were a part of it. Talk about got to see him live. You was a part of it. You made it happen. You were that final piece.
Yeah, I love being a part of things like that, man. It was beautiful. It was even better seeing it all put together and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I finally got your take on the Drake diss.
Oh, yes. So you got it last night. What did you think? What do you think of my Drake take?
That's exactly how I was feeling when I was listening to it. That's why I was saying, like, yeah, it was making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you was right. How the hell you gonna get on it? And this is what I was saying, even about, like, because people were saying, like, oh, Drake studies battle rappers. He knows. I'm like, no, he doesn't know, because if he knew when he got the voice, he would have got on the track and he would have actually emulated their style, because that's what you would do if you was a battle rapper. Like, you're on stage, you either bring somebody on the track, right, as disrespect. This is the other thing I was thinking, right? I was like, if you gonna do something like that, because even in the disc before that, he said, I got more love than you in your own city, or some shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so the right thing to do would be get some niggas in his city on the track.
Exactly.
If you were gonna do that, like, I mean, but if you want to go the corny AI route, which I think it's corny to go the AI route anyway, because you could got some real, like, West Coast people on the track, and it would have made it more legit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got the AI, and then you couldn't even rap like him. Like you said, I'm like, nah, that was all corny.
Yeah, that's corny.
But it was somebody else had the perfect take I saw. And I was like, this is like the perfect evolution of his style, though, because it's like, he's just so cookie cutter and monotone. It's basically AI already.
Yeah. Yep. All right, man. Appreciate you. Let me get to the next caller.
Yeah, man. Hotep
and Bill. Let's get Spotless Cronkite in here. Then we got Strong Dad. No sale. TikTok prefers shutdown if legal options fail, sources say. Yeah, you don't want that technology falling into the wrong hands. You do not want that technology falling into the wrong hands. They got Chinese spyware on that app. You think they want America to know about that Chinese spyware?
Call from
Spotless.
Spotless, what's happening, yo?
What's the word?
What's happening, bro?
What's going on? What's going on?
Happy Friday. We made it
today because I'm at the end of the show.
That's what's up.
So, all right. So, my first point with the Black Lives Matter not equaling those people from Palestine. What I saw in it is that, BLM, they were like cannon fodder on the ground. They were cannon fodder on the ground. It was all about black martyrdom. It was about that. These kids here, it's all, I guess, like philosophical and all. It's about principle, because there's no American blood spilled. There's nothing going on in these streets, and it's half a world away. But they are going to feel all principled and emotional about it, because they're college kids and they don't got no families, they don't got nothing else to deal with. And it is something crazy and sad going on. So that's the difference I see in it. So there's no bloodletting.
Yeah.
Yeah. With this guy, with the AI, I say that was some wasted talent. That was some brilliant AI. That shit was funny as hell. I still can't wrap my head around it that was fake, because that was that not a couple years old, or was it like 1 year old?
Yeah, I can't remember when we covered this on the show. It's definitely old though.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. He needs to be in the writing room, not in jail somewhere.
He had that script on point. He took his time when he made that.
When the Hotep Entertainment TV start popping, we gonna need some writers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now, with this, that mayor,
who
pissed me off.
Wow.
Like with the civil. All right, I'll tell you. I'll put it like this, right? The mayor being unable to even lend his voice or calm the situation. He's supposed to be the mayor of San Jose.
Yeah.
He couldn't lend his voice. He couldn't calm the situation. He looked inept. He looked scared. He looked nervous. And it's just indicative of moist Californians to me. Like, he's just soft and weak. and nervous. He folded his arms. He was itching where he ain't scratched. It was you, the mayor.
Yeah.
Now, for all we got to say about Eric Adams, that was not going down that same way in New York. If you just transplant Eric Adams over there, for everything we got.
Yeah,
to say,
it would never happen over there.
Not letting it go down in that way.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you gonna be a man. You gotta be a man. If you're a man, you gotta be a man, and just like calm the shit. Maybe you could see what's going on. Oh no, just let him through. You know, he could have gained a lot of points if we just put aside if we suspend disbelief for a minute. Like Goldstein is saying, the whole thing is out. If we just suspend disbelief for a minute, he should have seen this shit developing. Maybe after the first 10 seconds, like, oh no, guys, it's all right. Let him through. Let him get. He would have got some cool points for that.
Yeah.
Oh, the security was in a fight, and he was doing crowd control tactics.
Mm-hmm.
He lucky that black dude wasn't throwing. Really, the black dude really ain't want to fight. He was just trying not to get touched. Really, if he started throwing some elbows and punches and shit, it was over for that security guard. It really was, because he looked like he ain't been in a fight since. That probably was a gig, like he probably like maybe retired PD or something. That was a nice little cushy gig. You playing security, you playing mayor security in the
He needs some training.
Yeah, he had his church shoes on. He need to have the biting ones with the grip on the bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude was dancing on him. He just didn't want to get touched. If he was really crazy, he would have been over for that security.
Yeah.
And that's what I got to say. Like, so Goldstein was saying how it's bullshit because all of these people was all calm and all of this shit. I'm saying they was all calm like that because security was handling them. He wasn't really handling them, but he had the guy. They had each other's hand full, right? They was at a stalemate. Now, if he slept the security guard and set his attentions on them, or so he swung on the mayor, that's when you would have seen all the bitch in them come out, the men and the woman alike. And yeah, so like you would heard the terror.
Yeah.
So, all my shit, we don't like, Eric Adams do a bunch of bullshit. He wasn't letting that go down. It wasn't gonna happen like that.
Nah.
And
I'm sure Eric Adams got way better security than that.
That dude better than me. He seemed like the dude seemed like he was agitated. He didn't get to smoke his foot this morning or something, and he was heading into work. But he didn't really want to fight. If he really wanted to fight, it would have got real ugly.
Yeah.
But that's it, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy your weekend, bro.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Hotep and Bill. Spotless disagrees. We got some. Foley Juan Kenobi said Hotep Soros. Matt Earth Theory said goal. We hit our goal. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. All right, so let's explain the Hotep Soros thing. We can get Strong Dad to call in. Strong Dad, call in. You know, when I say the Soros thing, what I'm saying is mobilize demonstrations, right? Mobilize demonstrations. And the thing is, people see the left do it and think because the left does it, it's bad. And that's not inherently true. You don't have to execute it the same way the left does. The concept is still I'm trying to think of
Strong
Dad.
Strong Dad, what's happening, yo?
What's cracking?
What's good, yo?
Chilling, man. Just chilling.
Happy Friday, we made it.
A day off.
Oh, you got a day off?
Yeah.
That's what's up. It's Friday. It's a good day to have one.
Friday. So, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? We got a guy on the ground. Okay. If we want to get some real dirt on who is really making the shit violent out there, just get in on the Reddit chat. You know what I'm saying? Just show up, have him show up with a mask on, looking anonymous as fuck, wearing all black. It won't take that long for somebody to offer him a Telegram or a Discord link,
and then bam, or even a Reddit link to where, you know, where they're all talking, and then you'll be able to figure out pretty much everything they got going on, because that's how we did it. That's how we figured out who was, you know, trying to infiltrate our groups and who was actually trying to cause violence, who, you know, all of those people who were
You playing a
being
mole.
influenced, who were playing mole, who being influenced by people playing mole.
What you're saying is you planted a mole.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we planted a mole. Sometimes, you know,
it's like bait.
they'll add enough of us in the group, and then when they remove us, they just forget to remove one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I discovered how, like, what they were saying about me on Reddit, I just created a Reddit account called the Star Fox and fucking went in there and found out everything they was planning. So it's real easy to find out what the aim is from the top of these organizations, and then it makes it easier to narrow down who's really pulling the strings, because these are the people who will, you know, they'll link you to the groups where the money's coming from. A good example would be out here during the Floyd season, there was a movement called We Are Love, and everyone was accusing them of being puppet string, but they couldn't prove it. And then, you know, come like, you know, halfway through the summer after it dissolved, we ended up in a meeting where these people were trying to get us to be the same types of protest leaders as they were. And it was a whole bunch of white dudes and a couple Asian dudes, and they're wearing like, you know, like raggedy suits and shit, but they're like, oh yeah, we'll put in whatever money behind you and yada yada. And it's real easy to find like even like, you know, the politicians who are behind it. You know, out here, the last mayor, the last black mayor we had, he was putting people like in heads of these groups to then fund like the counter-resistant movement from the back end. It was really crazy, but that's a good way to find out what we're looking for, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I just thought of something. But no, what you're saying is absolutely correct. You know, I was at Occupy, so I'm familiar with a lot of what you're talking about. And I remember just, you know, standing around and like certain elements would approach you and offer you flyers and, you know, or just talk to you or just ask you questions. And, you know, some people gave you good vibes and some people you're like, yo, who is this Fed nigga talking to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time I was at Occupy and I had a crowd around me, and then out of nowhere, like somebody just comes up and just starts shouting me down, and everybody turned and was like, Fed, like on some like, get out of here, like type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's real weary out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got their ears out.
But it worked. Like the crowd kind of broke up after that. It like really worked.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh wow, that was interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know, like when you're speaking and you're in a flow, you sort of have the crowd captivated and in a trance, and then once somebody comes and breaks that, you lose that connection with them, and then they walk away and go to the next thing that's happening at Occupy. You know?
Yeah. Now somebody will be like, "Oh, he's an abuser or an ableist." Those are their favorite two words. Abuser or ableist will be what they use to break those up. That happened to me a few times. You know, have we established that these people protesting, these are the same people from the Floyd protests? They're not anybody different, right? We've established that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because, you know, like I see people chatter about it and they want to differentiate like the type of protester, but these are in fact the same exact white liberals with face masks and black outfits that were there in the very beginning. They just, you know, they move from cause to cause.
Correct.
They support everything. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it doesn't seem right-wing. And they'll even support right-wing if you put a pretty bow around it, make it seem socialist. No, it's no matter what, they support it all. So I just wanted to make sure that was something we established.
Yeah. No, yeah, we definitely established that, yeah.
Coolio. Yeah, that's really all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a great day. Into the bulk. You know what I'm saying?
All right, say less, man. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your weekend, bro. Don't work too hard.
Thanks. Peace out, yo.
Peace. I'm about to show y'all this. As soon as I skip this ad. That's what I'm talking about.
paid demonstrations. Cut you a check to show up like this. This is one example, right? I'll show you another example. It's probably a bad example, but let me see. YouTube search sucks. Well, we could use this one. Here's another example of what I mean. It doesn't have to be as large, right? Because it's Trump, obviously. But these type of events, like showing up in a park and holding a rally, right? And then paying certain elements within that rally to perform an action. That is all like part of, product experience, but this is what I mean, like down that Hotep Soros rabbit hole is, demonstrating, right? I'll show you another one. Let's pull this up. Here's another example. Macy's Day Parade. Like, you can go anywhere with this. You can go anywhere with this concept I'm talking about. This is George Soros, okay? People paid to perform an action, IRL, right? In this case, these people are paid to march and play instruments and perform and dress up, right? It's a demonstration. It's a rally. It's a parade. That's what Soros does. Except Soros is on the evil side of this energy, right? I think that's the difference. I think that's the main difference. But this is definitely something I want to do. A demonstration. Now Daily Wire is going to go do one because I said it. Shout out to the producers over at Daily Wire watching. Appreciate you. Daily Liar. Appreciate you. I'm out of here. I'm about to go enjoy myself, enjoy my weekend. I'm going to go lay down. Tomorrow's going to be a work day for me, though. I'll be here at the desk plugging away. I might stream chess tomorrow. That's what I might do. If you guys want to ask me political questions while I'm streaming chess, you're more than welcome to. But I'm out of here, man. Be well, stay merry. Tell somebody in your family that you love them. And as always, Hotep and Bill. And go watch the Grifties. Go stream the Grifties and go share it out, please. ASAP. Love y'all.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Seasons COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons looking like to me. Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through. No one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year.
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep. Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.